Someone has been trying to reach you energetically, and the message feels urgent, heavy, and emotional. This is the person you've been thinking about, the one who keeps crossing your mind for no clear reason. There is something they need you to know right now, something that couldn't wait any longer. Before we begin, remember this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are hearing this, it is meant for you in this moment. And as always, only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. As I tuned into this energy, I could feel a strong pull, almost like unfinished words hanging in the air. This connection feels alive, even if there has been silence. The cards that came forward immediately were the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. These three together speak loudly. They show deep feelings, fast-moving thoughts, and a bond that goes both ways. There is emotion here that hasn't faded, no matter how much time or distance has passed. You may have been sensing them lately, thinking about them out of nowhere, dreaming about them, or feeling emotional without knowing why. That's because their energy is reaching out to yours. Something inside them is pushing them to speak, to express what has been kept inside for too long. This isn't a casual message. It's coming from the heart, and it carries truth, longing, and vulnerability. Stay with me, because as we move deeper into this reading, the cards will begin to reveal what this urgent message truly is, why they feel so pressed to share it now, and what it means for you and this connection going forward. If you've been waiting for clarity, this reading may be exactly what you needed to hear right now. The moment you're tuning into this reading, the energy is already shifting around you. This is not just a casual message. It carries urgency, emotion, and a depth that touches the heart. The person you've been thinking about has something they need you to know, something they've held back for too long. The energy here is powerful, and it's moving toward you now. Before we go deeper, remember this is a timeless reading, so whenever you hear it, it is meant for you. And as always, only take what resonates with you. The rest, leave behind. As I tuned into this connection, three cards came forward clearly: the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Together, they tell a story that is emotional, urgent, and profoundly heartfelt. Each card adds a layer to the message this person has been holding inside, and together they reveal not just what they want to say, but why it matters and how it could change the energy between you. The Knight of Cups leads the way. This is a card of emotional truth, of someone who is guided entirely by their heart. The person you are thinking about has been carrying feelings for you that are deep, sincere, and unshakable. They see you not as a casual connection, but as someone truly special, someone who touches their soul. The Knight of Cups is tender, romantic, and vulnerable. It shows that their message comes from a place of honesty. They are willing to open their heart fully, even if it feels risky. They have likely replayed conversations, imagined scenarios, and held onto their emotions quietly, waiting for the right moment. That moment is now. The Knight of Cups tells us that this message is emotional, heartfelt, and entirely real. It is a direct reflection of how they feel about you, a truth they can no longer keep inside. The Eight of Wands follows, and with it comes movement, momentum, and urgency. While the Knight of Cups shows the depth of feeling, the Eight of Wands shows the speed and immediacy of this message. What may have been slow, hesitant, or paused is now in motion. Their thoughts, their emotions, and their intentions are flying toward you, and it may feel sudden, but it is perfectly timed. The Eight of Wands often shows messages arriving quickly, almost like the universe is pushing events forward. This person can no longer wait. Whatever they are about to say, it is coming swiftly, directly, and with intention. There is a sense of relief in this card, as if the silence has been lifted, and the truth can finally be shared. The urgency in their communication reflects the intensity of their emotions. They want you to understand how deeply they feel, and they want you to receive it without delay. Finally, the Two of Cups appears, grounding this entire reading in connection, reciprocity, and mutual understanding. This is the heart of the matter. Whatever is coming, it is not one-sided. It reflects a bond that has always existed between you two. The Two of Cups speaks to emotional harmony, partnership, and unity. It shows that this person sees you as their equal, someone they respect, admire, and genuinely care for. The message they are sending is not casual or fleeting. It comes from a place of sincerity and a desire to create connection. This card also suggests emotional balance and reconciliation, indicating that if there has been distance, silence, or confusion, this communication could be the bridge that brings hearts together. The Two of Cups assures you that their intentions are genuine, their feelings real, and their desire is for harmony, understanding, and mutual recognition. When we look at these three cards together, a clear story emerges. The Knight of Cups shows us the depth of emotion. They feel, they care, and they have long been guided by their heart. The Eight of Wands shows us that the time for waiting is over. The message is urgent, moving fast, and cannot be ignored. And the Two of Cups shows the reason behind it all. This is about connection, about mutual recognition, and about a bond that is significant and meaningful. For you, this reading is a reminder to open your heart, pay attention, and receive the message with compassion. The Knight of Cups asks you to feel rather than analyze, to trust the emotional truth coming your way. The Eight of Wands asks you to notice the signs, the speed, and the clarity. It's time for things to move forward. And the Two of Cups reassures you that what is coming is about reciprocity, about a shared energy, and about creating space for emotional harmony. This is a moment of alignment. Emotions, timing, and connection are all converging. The person you were thinking about is ready to step forward, speak honestly, and create a bridge between their heart and yours. The energy of this reading suggests that this is not random. It is meant to be, and it is unfolding exactly when it needs to. They want you to know that their feelings are real, that their message carries weight, and that the connection you share is recognized, valued, and cherished. So, when this message reaches you, allow yourself to feel, to listen, and to receive it fully. Let the Knight of Cups remind you of sincerity and emotional truth. Let the Eight of Wands remind you of urgency and timing. Let the Two of Cups remind you of connection, harmony, and the beauty of mutual hearts meeting. This is not just a message, it is an opening, a possibility, and a recognition of the bond that has always been there. The person you were thinking about has waited, felt, and finally acted. Their message is here, and it carries honesty, urgency, and love. It is time to listen, to feel, and to allow this connection to reveal its truth. The Two of Cups appears, and instantly the energy softens and warms, like sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm. This card is the heart of connection, the energy of unity, mutual respect, and emotional harmony. In the context of this urgent message, it tells me that what this person wants to communicate is not just about fleeting feelings or passing thoughts. It's about something deeper, something reciprocal, something that has always existed between you two. Even if it hasn't been fully expressed, there's a bond here that cannot be ignored, a connection that feels fated, as if the universe itself has been guiding both of your hearts toward this moment. This card is about mutual feelings. Whatever this person is about to say, know that it comes from a place of sincerity and vulnerability. They are not reaching out lightly. They are showing you that their emotions are real, that they recognize the value of the bond you share, and that they want to meet you halfway. The Two of Cups speaks of give and take, of hearts in balance, and of a connection that has the potential to grow into something profoundly meaningful. They are ready to acknowledge the mutual energy between you, and the urgency in their message is because they cannot hold back this truth any longer. What is especially striking about the Two of Cups is its purity and tenderness. This person's message carries honesty and devotion. They may finally confess feelings they have long hidden, admit a longing that has never faded, or express an admiration and love that is deeply rooted. There's a vulnerability here that cannot be faked. They want you to know that their heart has always been open to you, even if circumstances or fears kept them silent. This card indicates emotional transparency. They are ready to show you who they really are, to be authentic, and to create a space for both of your hearts to meet openly. The Two of Cups also symbolizes emotional balance and reconciliation. If there has been distance, misunderstanding, or confusion between you two, this message could be a bridge. It is a card of coming together, of healing, and of recognizing what is true and meaningful. The urgency of their communication is paired with a desire to restore harmony, to reach out and connect, and to finally align their actions with what their heart has always known. They are stepping forward not just for themselves, but for the connection you both share. For you, the Two of Cups asks you to open your heart and listen deeply. This message may stir emotions you thought were quieted or forgotten. You may feel surprise, relief, joy, or even a sense of destiny. But beyond the emotions, it carries clarity about your bond. The Two of Cups shows that there is reciprocity here. It is not one-sided longing. It is a mutual recognition of what has always been present. They are reaching out because they see you as their equal, their partner in emotion, and someone who resonates with them on a soul level. There is also an energy of potential here. This is not just about a moment of confession. The Two of Cups points to possibilities, to what could grow from this honesty. They are sending this message because they want to create connection, to bring balance, and to open a door that has been quietly waiting for the right time. The urgency in their communication is not out of panic. It is out of desire to align hearts and take the first step toward emotional harmony. As you receive this message, understand that it comes with love, respect, and a readiness to honor what exists between you. The Two of Cups reassures you that this communication is sincere, that their intentions are pure, and that the connection you share is recognized and valued. This is a moment of emotional clarity and mutual recognition, and it has the potential to transform the energy between you into something deeply fulfilling and genuine. This card is the heart of the reading. It confirms that what is coming is meaningful, reciprocal, and full of emotional truth. The message from this person is not random or casual. It is the natural flow of two hearts recognizing each other, finally ready to speak openly and honestly. The Two of Cups assures you that this message is a reflection of genuine emotion, and it may very well be the key to opening a new chapter in your connection, built on love, understanding, and mutual respect. As the Eight of Wands appears in this reading, the energy shifts suddenly, like a gust of wind that clears the air and carries messages you've been waiting for. This card is all about speed, movement, and things finally starting to unfold. If you've been wondering why this person hasn't reached out sooner, why there has been a pause, or why it's been quiet for a while, the Eight of Wands is telling you that everything is about to change. The energy that was once slow, hesitant, or uncertain is now moving fast. Something urgent is on its way, and it is meant to reach you now, in this very moment. This person you were thinking about is no longer holding back. Their thoughts, emotions, and intentions are in motion, and the universe is aligning to make this communication possible. The Eight of Wands often shows messages flying through the air, sudden realizations, or events that feel almost too fast to keep up with. In the context of this reading, it suggests that the message they have for you will come suddenly, and it may surprise you. Even if you've been expecting something, there's a rush of energy behind it, as if all the waiting, all the silence, all the thoughts that lingered between you are finally being released. The urgency of this message is heightened because the Eight of Wands carries momentum. Whatever they've been feeling, planning, or hiding is moving toward you quickly. This isn't a casual thought or fleeting feeling. It's something that has been building up, gathering speed, and now it is almost impossible to stop. There is an energy of right now in this card. It tells me that if you've been wondering when clarity will arrive, the answer is, it's coming, and it's coming fast. This card also speaks to clarity and truth. When things start moving quickly, there is no time to hide or to pretend. The Eight of Wands is about direct communication and swift resolution. The message you are about to receive from this person will be clear, and it will carry a sense of purpose. They are not sending this lightly. They want you to know, understand, and feel the full weight of their thoughts and emotions. There's also a sense of destiny in this card. Sometimes the Eight of Wands appears when the universe is pushing events to unfold as they should. This message, urgent as it may be, is part of a bigger flow. The timing is right. Even if it feels sudden or unexpected, everything is lining up for a reason. This person's feelings, their need to communicate, and your readiness to receive it are all coming together perfectly. For you, this card asks you to be prepared. Pay attention to signs, messages, or sudden realizations. The Eight of Wands often arrives when the pace of events is about to change dramatically, and in this case, it is about emotional truth. This person is ready to act, and they want you to hear them without delay. The energy of this card also shows excitement and intensity. There is no hesitation anymore. What they have to say carries urgency, yes, but it is also full of passion and intent. They are stepping out of hesitation and moving straight toward expressing what has been on their heart. You may feel a sudden rush of clarity, emotions, or even a surprise as their message lands. Finally, the Eight of Wands reminds you that timing is everything. What may have seemed delayed or paused is actually part of the perfect timing. The universe, their emotions, and your readiness have all aligned. This message is arriving not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. It is exactly when it needs to. So when you receive this message, understand that it comes with momentum, clarity, and intention. The Eight of Wands confirms that things are moving forward rapidly, and the silence that may have been there before is now replaced with action. Something that was once distant or uncertain is now very real and very near. Keep your heart open, your mind clear, and be ready to receive the truth they have been holding inside. This is a turning point, a moment when emotions and actions finally meet, and the path between you and this person is now active, moving, and undeniable. As the Knight of Cups comes forward for this message, the energy immediately softens, but it also deepens. This card is all about emotions that come from the heart, not the mind. The person you are thinking about is not reaching out with logic or strategy right now. They are being led by feelings they can no longer ignore. What they want to say comes from a place of love, longing, and emotional truth. Even if they haven't spoken yet, their heart has been speaking very loudly. This person sees you through emotional eyes. You are not just someone from their past or someone they think about occasionally. To them, you represent something meaningful, something gentle, something real. The Knight of Cups shows that they idealize you in many ways. They replay memories, moments, conversations, and feelings. They think about what could have been said differently and what could still be possible. There is a romantic energy here, but it's not shallow. It's emotional, sincere, and deeply felt. The urgency of their message comes from emotional pressure. The Knight of Cups doesn't rush without reason, but when this card appears, it shows that emotions have reached a point where staying silent feels worse than speaking. They may have held back because of fear, timing, or uncertainty, but now their heart feels too full. There is a sense of, I need you to know how I feel, even if they don't yet know the perfect words. This person wants to express vulnerability. The Knight of Cups is not about control or ego. It's about opening up, even if it feels risky. They may want to apologize, confess, or finally admit feelings that were hidden. There is softness here, and also courage. They are stepping toward you emotionally, even if physically they are still at a distance. This card shows a desire to offer something meaningful, whether that is honesty, love, or emotional clarity. At the same time, the Knight of Cups can show someone who has been living in their emotions quietly. They may have imagined conversations with you, dreamed about you, or felt waves of emotion late at night. This message has been forming over time. It's not impulsive. It's been growing. And now, it's ready to be delivered, even if imperfectly. For you, this card asks you to feel rather than analyze. The message coming towards you is emotional in nature. It may not be perfectly structured, but it will be real. The Knight of Cups reminds you that true messages of the heart don't always sound polished. They sound honest. If this resonates, you are being asked to listen with compassion, not just your mind. This card also suggests that the connection between you and this person is built on emotion and mutual sensitivity. There is a shared emotional language here, even if it has been unspoken. The Knight of Cups doesn't appear unless there is genuine feeling involved. This is not about games or manipulation. This is about someone finally allowing themselves to feel and to express what they have been carrying inside. As part of this urgent message, the Knight of Cups shows that love, or at least deep affection, is present. Whether the word love has been spoken or not, the feeling exists. This person wants you to know that their emotions are real, and that you were never insignificant to them. Something in them is ready to move forward emotionally, and that movement begins with this message reaching you now.